evening, everybody. Have you ever wondered, how much does God love you? Matthew 10:28 through 31. Are not two sparrows sold for a farthing, and one of them shall not fall on the ground without your Father knowing? But the very hairs of your head are all numbered. Fear ye not, therefore, ye are more value than many sparrows. In Bible times, a sparrow, they were very plentiful, and they would take these birds and kill them and put them on a stick and roast them like a kebab. And they would sell these in the marketplace. You could get 2 for 1 penny or 5 for 2 pennies. So it was like the 5th one got thrown in there for free. It's a little bit of a modern day version of our 5-piece nugget for $1. It was a poor man's feast. So if God kept track of those sparrows, because that's what it tells us in Matthew 10, is, God knew about that 5th one that was thrown in there for free. Not a sparrow fell to the ground without the Lord knowing. And if God can keep track of the hairs on our head and the sparrow, how much more does he care for the problems that you're dealing with, the struggles that you have and are facing daily? Sevilla Martin, she wrote our song that we're gonna sing tonight. She was the wife of an evangelist, and they traveled all the world, and they made friends along the way. And one friend in particular was Mr. and Mrs. Doolittle. Mrs. Doolittle had been confined to bed for the last 20 years. I've taken care of many a bedridden patient, but I don't think none for 20 years. And I know it can be very discouraging for them. A lot of things are out of their control, and they miss the things that they would love to do. So I can only imagine the discouragement that she was having. Her husband, he was a cripple, and he was confined to a wheelchair, and they just kind of took care of each other the best that he could. He even wheeled himself to him back to work. And Sevilla was sitting at Mrs. Doolittle's bedside one day, and she said, what's the secret? How do you do this? How do you be confined to bed and still find joy in life? And her response was very simple. She said, his eye is on the sparrow, and I know he watches me. And Sevilla Martin took inspiration from that, and she wrote our beautiful song. So I hope that as you listen to the song, and I would love for you to sing it with me, that you will remember that God knows the number of hairs on your head. He knows the hurts on your heart, and he cares for you. Why should I feel discouraged? Why should the shadows come? Why should my heart be lonely and long for heaven and home, when Jesus is my portion, my constant friend is he. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know he watches me. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know he watches me. Let not your heart be troubled. His tender words I hear, and resting on his goodness, I lose my doubt and fear. Though by the path he leadeth, but one step I may see, me. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know he watches me. And I sing because I'm happy. I sing because I'm free. For his eye is on the sparrow, and I know he watches me. He's watching you. He knows you, and he loves you. Good night, everybody.